Well, hi everybody. It's so good to see y'all today. Hopefully everybody's doing good. I know this is a little late. I try to do a live at 6:15, but when I create, I put it private, so I didn't do any good. So we're gonna start over. But hopefully, let a few people come in here. Today we're live at the old home place where I grew up here in the mountains of Northeast Alabama. So hopefully everybody's having an amazing night tonight. Want to walk around and let you check out the garden that we got going and just all the neat stuff we have going on here. So, like I said, hopefully everybody's had an amazing night tonight. Gonna have an amazing week too. I know the sun's right behind me. I apologize about that, but this is my dad's house where I grew up at. Hey Keith, it's good to see you. Thank you so much for coming in. And see, there's appreciate everybody that's come in. I know I've got another one come in and commented, but I've got something blocking it, so I cannot see what it says. But appreciate you guys coming in. This is going to be a pretty cool little video. Hello, Sean. It's good to see you, the Native Wild Man. Appreciate you coming in. Good to see you. Good to see you. But this is the house that I grew up at as a boy here in the mountains, and just going to do a little garden tour this year and show y'all like the trees here. These trees are well over 100 years old. They were here before even my dad was born. But this right here is my dad's little birthday present. I made him a few years back. He loves Alabama Crimson Tide. And welcome in, Shirley. It's good to see you. Thanks so much for coming in. Dad's doing good. He's in the house watching Gunsmoke or something, I'm sure. Uh, he's doing good. Thank you so much for asking. But here's this other tree. It's like a twin. They were planted at the same time, just about it. This is my mom's tiger lilies. She absolutely loved tiger lilies. And well, hi, Steve. It's good to see you, brother. Thanks so much for coming in. And so if I can get me out of the way, that's that old '62 Fairlane that my grandpa bought me years ago. Project that'll happen someday when I get some money. Face to Ace, it's good to see you. Thanks so much for coming in. Appreciate y'all. Right here is my dad's grapevines, and that big tree, that's his sour cherry tree. That thing is so amazing. You make like a tea out of that. Uh, you make a tea from it or whatever. And hi, James Wallace, and hello there, brother. It's good to see you. Thank you so much for coming in. And yeah, that's sour cherry. It's so good for gout. Uh, we picked cherries off that thing for absolute years, but uh, kind of show y'all the progress that we've got on our garden this year. Dad was like, "What are you doing with that camera?" I said, We going live to show everybody our garden and stuff, all the hard work we put in." But this little small strip right here behind me, just over my shoulder, that was all we were going to do this year, just a small one. But I don't know how he did it, but somehow Dad convinced me that we were doing a huge garden. So got this great old big thing going, and most of this garden here is not even planted yet because it's just a little bit early to be planting some things. But right here we have our white and red onions, and where them two grass spots is supposed to be Brussels sprouts, but they didn't come up, so we're gonna have to retill that and redo that. But right here's our potato plants, and cabbage right there, and then right here, that's the radishes that if you guys got a chance to see, that's the radishes that was in that old pan I took the picture right out here. But some of this out here is actually planted. Continued some more potatoes and beets, which I don't eat beets. I can't stand beets. But and now about halfway up through there, that's Dad's tomatoes. We got some tomatoes. This place here is an acre and 9/10, and about a third of it's probably garden this year. It's humongous. This is what Dad did every year. He'd can and sell, and I reckon this year his plan is to set up and sell a little bit of stuff, little produce this year. Of course, we'll share some of it too. But oh yeah, sweet corn. I'll carry y'all where that's going to be at. But just beside the cabbage, there's two full rows of October beans. They're real similar to very similar to a pinto. But yeah, we'll those are planted and getting ready. We'll be hoping they're coming up. And Daryl, it's good to see you. Thanks so much. And that junk pile right there used to be a hog pen, but we're slowly cleaning this place up. Oh yeah, you're right, Keith. We will be thanking Dad later this year. Uh, all the good eating, and which most of this I have to do because he's not hardly able to use that garden tiller. It's real rough on his shoulders and hips and stuff. But I plowed this out here by hand. This was just yard, like thick grass that hadn't been cut in over 10 years. So we got out here and done that this year and got garden back going. And uh, I'll carry you out here to the other garden. Now, this one we were in yesterday. I started at, I got up, had to be at work at midnight, and I worked till 9. And I got off of there, mate. I come over here about 9:30, and we worked all day till about 5 o'clock in the afternoon yesterday. Hi, Beth. It's good to see you. Thanks so much for coming in. Oh yeah, Sean, native wild man. Yes, sir. Tilling's hard work, especially when the ground's not been cut in 10 years. So, uh, that's that was Mom's truck that my dad gave me, and shaved the bumper off of it and lowered it. But that's as far as I got because I ran out of money, of course. But this mulberry tree right here, this was a cutting from an old tree, really old tree. And it's already loaded with mulberries this year. But this area out here it's garden this year, but I'm not sure how many years it's going to be garden because Dad's talking about actually planting trees here. So, hi Rachel, it's good to see you. Thanks so much for coming in. Good to see everybody tonight. And Nisi, it's good to see you too. Thank you so much for coming in. But we got two grapevines here, and now that pear tree, as big as it is, it's only like 5 years old, and it's put on every single year, and big old monstrous pears too. We actually got to can some preserves and stuff last year out of it, but it really needs some trimming back because it's getting so big it's about to break itself. But look at these how it's loaded. And our blueberry bush is just absolutely loaded this year. Covered. Love blueberries. That blueberries are some of my favorite. Welcome in the den. It's good to see you. Thanks so much for coming in. And for the first time since we planted this plum tree, it's actually got plums on it this year. Right there's one. It's just loaded with them. But I have to come down here this way so that the sun's out of y'all's eyes so you can see. But this garden down here, we paid a friend of ours that has a tractor, and he come and plowed it for me and turned it good. And then I just went through it yesterday once with the garden tiller to break it up. Then I went through it once and plowed it again, and then I went and laid off the rows, and then I cut in some what little fertilizer we had. We ran out, but hey, James, it's good to see you. Thanks so much. Good to see you. Good to see you. But get out here to this end of it, but show y'all the fields around here. This is cotton fields. It's usually wheat and corn, but this year it's or last year it was uh, cotton fields. Normally that little space, but right empty space right back there against those trees, that's usually where we do some, you know, we shoot from here back that way. I'm glad you caught me live too, James. It's good to see you always. And yeah, Sean, you're normally right. Normally a pear tree takes 3 to 5 years to put on fruit. Fruit tree, that pear tree it put on the year that it was bought. It's crazy. That had a tied up with something to keep it from breaking. Oh, I love landscaping, man. I do my own at the house, but these two rows right here, if you see how crooked them are, that's from me. But it is what it is. But uh, no, the peach tree was where the plum tree is. The peach tree got blown down, but we're planning on putting some more out again. But these two rows right here are zucchini and squash. And then the next 4 rows are corn. And Dad wanted to do it that way because he was worried that the squash would mix with the watermelon. So he put the corn to separate them. And then we did 2 rows of watermelons. And where's he at? Somewhere in there there it is. Can't hardly see him, but that's a little scarecrow that I put up out there. It's just an iron pole with a jacket stretched over it, and I'll get some aluminum pans to fly around. Maybe we'll keep some of these old bugs or prayed for that many times as a kid, right? But try to keep the crows out of this thing. But now this other half we hadn't planted because we actually run out of fertilize, so we could only plant this part. But we did. We planted this part, and we're planning on doing 4 more rows of corn and some cantaloupes. Do we have a mulch pile? No, we don't. I see. I'm a firm believer in mulch, but Dad cannot stand mulch because I offered to come over here and do the flower beds, but he's like, no, I don't like mulch, but I love mulch. I think it makes it look nice. But now my brother will remember this. This is our old grapevine that's still alive. This thing, uh, this is a clipping from an old plant that our great grandfather had planted. I don't even know, probably close to 100 years ago. And the clipping that he got was from his grandfather. So there's no telling just how old this plant is, but it was a clipping. Every time, like when they come from North Carolina to Tennessee, and then from Tennessee to here, they would take a clipping and put it in a pot and then plant it. And this is one of those clippings. Boy, it's been around for a long time. It says, "Oh, you're welcome, Beth. This is my dad's place. place where me and my brother grew up here most of the years. But this garden that's right here, I'm not sure how many years we're going to do this one, because he's actually talking about taking this garden and planting like a little mini orchard out here. He's wanting to do like a lot of fruit trees, and he wants to name it after mine and my brother's girls and call it Hope and Ella Orchards, what he's talking about doing. But and I thought about doing some landscaping through it. Like he wants to do some like trails through it, and we can do some like little garden statues and rocks. And yeah, you're welcome, Shirley. And these old garden and home places like this right here, you know, that's where we all spent our childhood, at grandma and grandpa's and mom and dad's house, growing our food. And yeah, Sean, we actually are thinking about doing that compost. And I got this little trailer that I built for a friend of mine made out of a barrel. And when she stopped using it, she gave it back, and I started dumping old fruit and stuff in it. But uh, we'll probably start doing that again. I don't know. It's up to Dad. Like I said, this ain't my place. This is my dad's house. But this is his little patch of heaven, as I call it. But it's not, but almost just a little under 2 acres. But it'll do. That's for sure. There's enough land here to have two good sized gardens. And yeah, right, Steve. Yeah, you're right, man. It ain't very often that you get flat land like this. Our forefathers, when they first came into Appalachia, they were having to terrace garden because the land was on hillsides. But we're actually on the tippy top of the mountain over here, this is just the foothills. It's still the Appalachian mountain range, but it's the foothills. It's not like it is in the Smokies and like the Great Appalachian Mountain Parkway and all that stuff. It's not hilly like that here. Once you get toward the edge of the mountain going down, there's plenty of mountain there, lots of dense forest still. And I quite often find myself walking over there, and there's an old cemetery back in there that my dad didn't even know was there. And he spent all his time as a kid down on the edge of that mountain. And before he got where he couldn't get around so good, I carried him down there and let him see that old cemetery. And he just said, "Man, I can't believe this. I've been all over these woods as a kid, and there's a cemetery here." So, uh, even my daughter Hope, she's even been out here in this garden. She helped clean up some of the garden spot and help plant some of the stuff too. She ain't with me today, neither is the wife. They're all at the house putting up groceries and all that good stuff. But yesterday down, see that right in that corner right there was a tree that it was just all grown up and stuff, and it was kindly blocking out the garden a little bit. So we went over there and cut it down, and I put it out there in that burn pile there and burn it yesterday. It was some of the stuff I was doing. But this little piece, like I say, this little bitty tiny strip right here was all I was planning on doing. But it seemed like I cut a little and cut a little, and that's cut a little more. And before I knew what happened, we done got 2 acres just about a garden back. So uh, good food, good money. Boy, some of my favorite parts of summertime is getting to eat those fresh tomatoes and cucumbers and squash and cabbage, the radishes, the potatoes. Oh man, the corn. Like I said, I still got half of this garden and half of that one to plant yet, but we'll be doing that soon enough. We're trying to wait till uh, at least the 2nd of May. You know, get through the first week of May, and then we'll full plant everything, get this stuff going. But I know today's live was kind of short a little bit. I'm gonna have to cut it short because our awesome brother Jared King is going live here in 3 minutes at 7 o'clock on his channel, and I'll have to wrap this up, and I'll have to drive the couple of miles to the house where I can join in on his. But I appreciate y'all coming in and checking out the old home place, and I know my brother enjoyed it. He hadn't got to see this stuff in years. He's an Arkansas man himself. So, well, hi Tarsha, it's good to see you. Thanks so much for coming in. Uh, I appreciate each and every one of y'all coming in and joining in tonight, and I enjoy getting to talk with y'all and show off my dad's hard work and mine too. And like I said, I appreciate y'all. And the video for Saturday, the volume 1 of the historical Appalachian photos never seen before is finished, and it's ready for Saturday, so that'll be coming up. There's some really good pictures in that, and it's the first of probably eight videos I'm going to do, I think, because I'll probably end up running out of pictures by then. But we got it ready for y'all for Saturday, so I guess until next Wednesday night, uh, we'll see y'all later. So, bye, guys. See you later. Have a good one.